Hi people, it's Archivist here, coming at you with some more Warcraft lore. We've gone through Vanilla WoW, and now it's time to turn our attentions to the Burning Crusade. In this expansion we got our first chance to use flying mounts, and 2 new races were introduced to the game. But in today's video, we are going to be taking a brief look at some of the major raid bosses from the Burning Crusade era. Lady Vashj was a sea witch and formerly the Naga Queen. She was once among Queen Azshara's handmaidens before she was transformed into her Naga form. She was summoned from the depths by Illidan STORMRAGE, and she followed him to Lordaeron, where she met Kael'thas' SUNSTRIDER. They then travelled to Outland, where their combined strength defeated Magtheridon at the Black Temple. During the Burning Crusade, Lady Vashj resided in the Serpent Shrine Cavern. Magtheridon was the former leader of Outland until Illidan STORMRAGE ended his reign. After Magtheridon's defeat, he was dragged to the Hellfire Citadel, where his blood was used to create new Felorgs. Similar to Onyxia, Magtheridon's head was taken by adventurers and put on a spike for the whole of Outland to see. Kael'thas' SUNSTRIDER was once the Prince of Kael'thas. Through the power of the Sunwell, he led the High Elves for a time of prosperity and peace. However, Arthas and his armies of the undead invaded the Prince's kingdom and destroyed the Sunwell. Having become addicted to the Sunwell, the Elves desperately searched for a new source of power. It was around this time that Kael'thas renamed his people Blood Elves. The Prince eventually met with Illidan STORMRAGE, who promised a new source of energy for Kael'thas and his people. During the Burning Crusade, Kael'thas could be found within the walls of Tempest Keep. Illidan STORMRAGE was once a well-regarded and highly skilled Night Elf. His twin brother Malfurion was a powerful druid who he was once very close to. However, later on, a love rivalry began between the two brothers over the priestess Tyrande Whisperwind. Malfurion managed to win Tyrande's affections, which sent Illidan into a spiral of jealousy. He was driven to impress Tyrande in any way he could, but the ways in which he went about doing so were damaging to both himself and his people. He accepted a demonic infusion from the skull of Gul'dan, he stole vials of water from the Well of Eternity, as well as many other questionable acts. Eventually, his quest for power led him down a dark path from which he never returned. Illidan's journey transformed him on both an emotional and a physical level. Gruul the Dragon Killer is the Gron overlord of the Ogres of Outland. The Gron earned his namesake after slaughtering members of the Black Dragonflight and impaling them on enormous spikes. Gruul can be found residing in his lair, located in the Blade's Edge Mountains. Zul'jin was a warlord of the Imani Forest Trolls, who were allied with the Orcish Horde for the duration of the Second War. Zul'jin himself was captured near its end by the Alliance. Upon gaining his freedom, he went into hiding to rebuild his army and planned to attack the remnants of the Blood Elves, only to find them allied with the Horde. Considering this a betrayal, Zul'jin decided he would take on everyone. Archimonde was one of the 3 Eredar lords to be approached by Sargeras. He and his brother Kil'jaeden accepted Sargeras' offer of power, which transformed them into great demonic beings. During the events of Warcraft 3, Archimonde tried to drain the energies from the World Tree, which would grant him and his legion untold power. However, the ancestors that resided in the surrounding forest detonated a massive explosion, destroying the demon and incinerating the forest. While the tree would heal over time, Archimonde was gone forever. Kil'jaeden is perhaps one of the most dangerous entities in the Warcraft universe, having corrupted the Orcs and being the one who originally created the Lich King from Ner'zhul. During the Burning Crusade, Kil'jaeden attempted to use the Sunwell to set foot on Azeroth, but he was defeated by a group of heroes before the ritual was complete. While he was defeated, he was not killed. It's only a matter of time before we see the Demon Lord again. This was a brief summary of the different major raid bosses from the Burning Crusade era. For more information, I highly recommend visiting WoW Wiki. As always people, thanks very much for watching and see you next time.